Okay, madam.
Today I am going to explain about the surge impedance and surge impedance loading. Okay, in the last class we already discussed about the what is meant by the surge impedance. Okay, surge impedance is also called as a characteristic impedance for a lossless transmission line. It is also called as the characteristics impedance. Okay, it is also called as the natural impedance because this impedance has nothing to do with the load impedance. Okay, since the line is to be assumed as a loss free transmission line, then it is called as the characteristics impedance. Okay, then it is called as the characteristics impedance. That means the series resistance and the shunt conductance is negligible. Okay, loss free transmission line means that we assume that series resistance and the shunt conductance is equal to the 0. Okay, we assume the series resistance and the shunt conductance is negligible value. That's why it is called as the loss free transmission line. Okay, that's why we are calling as the loss free transmission line. Okay, the surge impedance is also called as the characteristics impedance. Okay, that is the ZC. Okay, for loss free transmission line it is also called as the natural impedance. Okay, it is also called as the natural impedance because the impedance has nothing to do with the load impedance. Since the line is assumed to be lossless means that the series resistance and the shunt conductance is negligible. Okay, the series resistance and the shunt conductance is negligible. That is 0 for power lines. Okay, that is 0 for the power lines. That means the series resistance and shunt conductance is equal to the 0. Okay, then it is called as the loss free transmission line. Okay, in that case loss free transmission line, the surge impedance is called as the characteristics impedance. Okay, is called as the characteristics impedance. Okay, and then the surge impedance can be evaluated by measuring the line impedance at the sending ends. Okay, that can be evaluated by measuring at the sending end. We are taking the two assumptions, that is the line at the receiving end is open circuited. Okay, first one is the line at the receiving end is the open circuited, and second one is the line at the sending end is the short circuited. Okay, first one is the line at the receiving end is the open circuited. Next one is the line at the sending end is the short circuited. Okay, first of all, when the line is open circuited, IR is equal to the 0. Okay, open circuited means the receiving end current is equal to the 0. Okay, in that open circuited means that the current is equal to the 0. That's why the receiving end current is equal to the 0. If the receiving end current IR is equal to the 0, if the receiving end current IR is equal to the 0, the VS and IS is given as we already know the generalized equations for that sending end voltage and the sending end currents. Okay, we already well known the generalized equations for that sending end voltage and the sending end currents. Okay, what are the generalized equations? Vs is equal to the AVR plus BIR and Is is equal to the CVR plus DIR. Okay, these are the generalized equations for the sending end voltage and the sending end currents. Okay, if the surge impedance is there, that will be find out by using the two assumptions, that is the line at the receiving end is open circuited and the line at the sending end is short circuited. If first case the line is open circuited means that the receiving end current IR is equal to 0. If the receiving end current IR is equal to 0, then substitute that IR value will be equal to 0 in that sending end voltage, in the sending end voltage and the sending end current. Okay, that is IR is equal to 0 in the above equations. Why? Because that IR will be equal to 0. We are taking the receiving end is the open circuited. In that open circuited, the current is equal to the 0. That's why the IR is equal to the 0. Okay, that's why the IR is equal to the 0. That means the receiving end current is equal to 0. Substitute that IR equal to 0 in above two equations. That is Vs is equal to the AVR plus B into 0. Okay, Vs is equal to the AVR plus B into 0. Okay, then what is the value for that Vs? Vs is equal to the AVR. When IR is equal to the 0, that's why the Vs is equal to the only AVR. Vs is equal to the only AVR. Next, substitute IR is equal to 0 in the sending end current. Substitute IR is equal to 0 in the sending end current. What is the IS? IS is equal to the CVR. IS is equal to the CVR plus DIR. IR is replaced with 0, then D into 0. Okay, it is equal to the 0. Then IS is equal to the CVR. Okay, then IS is equal to the CVR. Okay, this is the sending end voltage and sending end currents. Okay, then the Vs is equal to the AVR. When we are substituting IR is equal to 0, and then IS is equal to CVR. Okay, Vs is equal to the AVR and IS is equal to the CVR. Next, Z. Z means the impedance. Then the impedance will be calculated in the open circuit condition. That means the ZOC. ZOC, the impedance at open circuited condition, that is ZOC is equal to V by I. Okay, we already well known about the formula for that Z. Z is equal to the V by I. Therefore, ZOC is equal to the Vs by Is. Okay, ZOC is equal to the Vs by Is. Okay, substitute that Vs. Vs is equal to the AVR. Okay, what is the value for that Vs? AVR. Okay, substitute Vs is equal to AVR by Is. What is that Is? Is is equal to the CVR. Okay, AVR by CVR. Okay, in that VR gets cancelled, then we obtain A by C. Okay, in that VR gets cancelled, then we obtain the A by C. Okay, this is the equation number 1, or the impedance at the open circuited condition, or the impedance at the open circuit condition. When the line is at the open circuit condition, the impedance ZOC is equal to the A by C. ZOC is equal to the A by C. Okay, this is the equation number 1. Okay, that is the first condition. Next, what is the second condition? Similarly, when the line is short circuited. Okay, similarly, when the line is short circuited at the receiving end. When the line is short circuited at the receiving end, then VR is equal to 0. Then VR is equal to 0. Okay, short circuit condition means that the voltage across that side is equal to the 0. That means VR is equal to the 0. Okay, the receiving end side is short circuited. That means the voltage across that short circuited is equal to the 0. Okay, that's why VR is equal to the 0. That means the receiving end voltage VR is equal to the 0. And Vs and Is are, we already known the formulas for that, sending end voltage and sending end current, that is Vs and the Is. Okay, what is the formula for that Vs? Vs is equal to the AVR plus BIR. Okay, Vs is equal to the AVR plus BIR. Substitute VR is equal to 0. Why we are substituting VR equal to 0? At sending end side, it is short circuited. Second condition, the sending end is short circuited. Okay, short circuited means in that we measure the voltage across that short circuited, it is equal to 0. Okay, then VR is equal to 0. Okay, therefore Vs is equal to A into 0 plus B into IR. A into 0 plus B into IR. Then Vs is equal to the BIR. Then Vs is equal to the BIR. Next we calculate the IS when circuit at the line at the short circuited condition. That means VR is equal to the 0. Okay, then IS is equal to the C into 0 plus DIR. Then IS is equal to the C into 0 plus DIR. C into 0 plus DIR. That means the 0 plus DIR, that is DIR. Therefore, VS is equal to the BIR and IS is equal to the DIR. Okay, that is the condition for that receiving end is short circuited. Therefore, VR is equal to 0 and Vs and Is are the Vs is equal to the BIR, Is is equal to the DIR. Okay, Vs is equal to the BIR and Is is equal to the DIR. Okay, after that we calculate the ZSE. Okay, we measure the impedance. We calculate the impedance in the short circuited condition. Okay, we calculate the impedance at the short circuited condition, that is ZSC. That is ZSC. Okay, ZSC. What is the formula for that Z? Z is equal to the V by I. Z is equal to the V by I. Therefore, ZSC is equal to the, therefore, ZSC is equal to the Vs by Is. Okay, ZSC is equal to the Vs by Is. Substitute values for that Vs and the Is. When the line is short circuited, what is the formula for that Vs? That is B into IR and Is is the D into IR. Is is the D into IR. Therefore, Vs is equal to the B into IR by D into IR. Is is the D into IR. Okay, in that IR and IR gets cancelled. Okay, in that IR and IR gets cancelled, then it is equal to the B by D. Then it is equal to the B by D. Okay, this is equation number 2. Okay, this is equation number 2. First, while calculating the surge impedance or while evaluating that surge impedance, that means the Z naught, we mention the two assumptions, that is the receiving end is the open circuited. First condition is the receiving end is open circuited. Next condition is the sending end is the short circuited. Okay, the line at the sending end is the short circuited. Therefore, IR is equal to the 0. Okay, open circuited means the V equal to the 0. Then substitute IR is equal to the 0. Then VS is equal to AVR plus B into IR. IR means the 0. Then we obtain the AVR. IS is equal to the CVR. After that, we calculate the ZOC, that is A by C. Okay, ZOC is equal to the A by C. Next, we calculate the short circuited condition, that is ZSC. Okay, ZSC is equal to the VS is equal to BIR and IS is equal to DIR. Okay, therefore ZSC is equal to the B by D. That ZSC is equal to the B by D. Okay, this is the equation number 2. Okay, next multiplying the equation 1 and 2. Okay, multiplying the equations 1 and 2. What is the first equation? ZOC is equal to A by C. Okay, ZOC is equal to the A by C. That is the equation number 1. Next, ZSC is equal to the B by D. ZSC is equal to the B by D. Okay, that is the equation number 2. Okay, multiplying these two equations, then ZOC into ZSC. Multiplying these two equations, that is ZOC into ZSC. Okay, what is the formula for that ZOC? That is A by C into B by D. That is A by C into B by D. Okay, then it is equal to the A by C into one minute. Okay, this is the D is equal to the A. Okay, but then D is equal to the A gets cancelled, then A by C. Okay, D is equal to, substitute D is equal to the A, then A can get cancelled, then it is equal to the B by C. Okay, substitute A is equal to the D. D by C into B by D. Okay, wait a minute. The surge impedance ZOC into IOC is equal to A by C into B by D. Okay, A by C into A by C into D by A by C into D by A. Okay, what is the formula for that? Z is B by D and ZOC is equal to A by C. Okay, we multiplied these two things, that is A by C into B by D. Okay, A by C into B by D. Okay, where A is equal to the D, substitute A is equal to the D or D equal to the A. Okay, substitute A equal to D. In that equation, A is equal to A by C into D by A. Okay, there is a function. Substitute these values. A is equal to D and then A by C into B by A. Okay, A by C into B by A. Okay, this is the B. A by C into A by C into B by A. Okay. A by C into B by D, where D is equal to the B. Where D is equal to the B. Okay, A by C into B by D is replaced with the A. Okay, D is replaced with the A. Okay, then A by C into B by A. A by C into B by A. Okay, in that, cancel that A and the A. Okay, in that we cancel that A and the A, then it is equal to the B by C. Okay, then it is equal to the B by C. Okay, that is the A by C into B by D. Okay, ZOC is the A by C and ZSC is the B by day, D. Okay, we multiplied both the terms, then A by C into B by D. In the normally A is equal to the DR, D equal to the A. Okay, substitute this, D is replaced with the A. Substitute D is replaced with the A. Okay, then we cancel the A and the A terms. Then we obtain the B by C. Then we obtain this B by C. Okay, this is the ZOC and the ZSC. Okay, then substitute B is equal to the root of Z by Y sin H root of YZ. Okay, this is the auxiliary constants in the case of a long transmission line. Okay, this is the auxiliary constants in the case of a long transmission line B and the C values. Okay, substitute these B and C values in that ZOC and the ZSC equations. Okay, then equation 3, then ZOC is into ZSC is equal to the B by C. Okay, ZOC into ZSC is equal to the B by C. Okay, దీంట్లో కొంచెం స్మాల్ మిస్టేక్ ఉందమ్మా, అది ఒకసారి పీపీటీస్ లో కూడా మోడిఫై చేసుకోండి. A by C into B by D. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ నేను B బదులు D రాసాను, ఇక్కడ BA రీప్లేస్ చేసుకోండి. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ D వి రీప్లేసింగ్ బై D. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ D ప్లేస్ లో మనం ఏమనుకుంటున్నాం, A అనుకుంటున్నాము. కాబట్టి A అనేది క్యాన్సిల్ పోయింది. A అనేది టర్మ్స్ క్యాన్సిల్ పోతే మనకి మిగిలింది ఏంటి, B by C అనేది అప్టైన్ అయింది. ZOC into ZSC is equal to the B by C. Okay, normally మన long transmission line లో by using the rigorous method, in the case of a long transmission line, we already determine the ABCD constants. Okay, we already determine the ABCD constants by using the rigorous method of long transmission line. Okay, in the case of the rigorous method of long transmission line, the formula for that B is equal to root of Z by Y. Okay, root of Z by Y sin H root of YZ. Okay, sin H root of YZ, and C is equal to the root of Y by Z into sin H root of YZ. Okay, in equation substitute these two formulas in that equation ZOC and ZSC. Okay, before substituting these formulas, we write down the ZOC is equal to ZSC is equal to the B by C. Therefore, ZOC ZSC is equal to root of Z by Y sin H root of YZ by root of Y by Z sin H root of YZ. Okay, substitute this B by C values in that ZOC into ZSC. Okay, this is the formula for that. This is the formula for that ZOC into ZSC. Okay, this is the ZOC into ZSC, that is equal to the B by C. Okay, B is equal to root of Z by Y sin H root of YZ by root of Y by Z sin H root of YZ. Okay, sin H root of YZ sin H root of YZ gets cancelled. Then root of Z by Y root of YZ is there. Then by cancel these terms, then we obtaining the root Z is replaced by Z into Z. Okay, then we obtaining the Z by Y. Okay, then we obtaining the Z by Y. Therefore, it is equal to the Z0 whole square. Then it is equal to the Z0 square. Okay, then it is equal to the Z0 square, where Z0 is the surge impedance. Z0 is equal to the surge impedance. Therefore, Z0 square is equal to the ZOC into ZSC. Z0 square is equal to the ZOC into ZSC. Therefore, Z0 is equal to the square root of ZOC into ZSC. Z0 is the surge impedance in the case of a transmission line. Okay, Z0 is the surge impedance in the case of a long transmission line. Okay, Z0 square is equal to the ZOC into ZSC. Therefore, Z0 is equal to the square root of ZOC into ZSC. Square root of ZOC into ZSC. Okay, that is the formula for that surge impedance when we considering the two cases, that is in the open circuit condition and then short circuit condition. Then we assume that open circuit condition, then short circuit conditions, then we find out the ZOC and the ZSC. After that we obtaining the B by C, then we calculate that B by C formulas. After that we obtain the Z by Y. Okay, then it is equal to the Z0 square, then that is the surge impedance. Okay, Z0 is the surge impedance. Z by Y is equal to the Z0 square, it is the surge impedance. Therefore, Z0 square equal to ZOC into ZSC. Okay, therefore Z0 equal to square root of ZOC into ZSC. Okay, this is the surge impedance of a long transmission line. Okay, this is the surge impedance of a long transmission line. Okay, next coming to the surge impedance loading. Okay, next coming to the surge impedance loading. First of all, what is meant by the surge impedance loading? First, what is meant by the surge impedance and what is the surge impedance loading? Okay, first before going to the surge impedance loading, in any electrical power transmission, the characteristics impedance of a transmission line is expressed in terms of a surge impedance loading. Okay, the characteristics impedance of a transmission line is defined as the surge impedance loading. Okay, it is defined as the load that can be delivered by the line. Okay, and the negligible resistance. Okay, it is defined as the load that can be delivered by the line and negligible resistance is called as the surge impedance loading, or it is the characteristics impedance of a transmission line is expressed in terms of a surge impedance. Okay, it is the characteristics impedance of a transmission line is expressed in terms of a surge impedance loading or a natural loading Okay, being the power at which the reactive power is neither produced or nor absorbed. Okay, the reactive power is neither produced or nor absorbed in the case of a electrical power transmission system. Okay, therefore surge impedance loading SIL, that means the surge impedance loading SIL is equal to VLL square by Z0. Okay, where VLL square means the line voltage, VLL square means the line voltage whole square by Z0, where Z0 is the surge impedance, where Z0 is the surge impedance. Z0 or the ZC is equal to surge impedance. Okay, ZC is the characteristics impedance or Z0 is the characteristics impedance or the surge impedance. Okay, SIL means the surge impedance loading. Okay, it is defined as the load that can be delivered by the line. Okay, it is defined as the load that can be delivered by the line and the negligible resistance, or it is a characteristics impedance of a transmission line is expressed in terms of a surge impedance loading, is expressed in terms of a surge impedance loading. It is called as the surge impedance loading or the natural loading. Okay, therefore SIL is equal to the VLL square by Z0, where VLL square is the line voltage. Okay, SIL is the surge impedance loading. Okay, Z0 is the surge impedance. Z0 is the surge impedance. Okay. Next, the surge impedance loading is defined as the load that can be delivered by the line. Okay, transmission line lo nunchi edaithe load maniki delivered avutundo aa line lo mana resistance ni shunt conductance ni zero chestuntam, ante loss free transmission line lone mana surge impedance anedi obtained avutadi. Okay, aa surge impedance ni loss free transmission line lo mana calculate cheskuntamu. The loss free transmission line means the series resistance and the shunt conductance is zero. Okay, that means the surge impedance loading is defined as the load that can be delivered by the line negligible resistance. Okay, that can be delivered by the line negligible resistance. Okay, the power transmitted PR is equal to the VRL square by Z naught. Okay, PR means the surge impedance loading are the power transmitted. Okay, surge impedance loading are the power transmitted. PR is equal to the VRL square by Z naught, where VRL is the receiving end voltage. Okay, VRL is the receiving end voltage by Z naught. Okay, already we know about the power formula, that is P equal to V square by Z. P is equal to the V square by Z. Okay, that's why PR is equal to the VRL square by Z naught megawatts, where VRL square is the receiving end voltage and Z naught is the surge impedance. Okay, and Z naught is the surge impedance. Okay, the PR is called as the surge impedance loading of the line. Okay, in that PR is equal to the surge impedance of the line. Okay, thus is the common method for increasing the power limits of heavy loaded long transmission lines. Okay, this is the common method. The surge impedance loading is the common method for increasing the power limiting of the heavy load long transmission line. Okay, the surge impedance loading is the common method for increasing the power limitings of a long transmission line. Okay, but there is a limit beyond which is neither economical nor practicably to increase the value of VR. Okay, to increase the value of that VR, we are having the sum of the limits. Okay, we increase the value of that VR, we are having the sum of the limits. Okay, while increasing that value of that VR, we obtaining the sum of the limits. Okay, is there first the loaded below its surge impedance loading, a line supplies the reactive power to the systems. Okay, normally loaded below its surge impedance loading కన్నా below గా మనం కానీ లోడ్ చేస్తే that line supplies the reactive power. ఓకే, ఆ లైన్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే రియాక్టివ్ పవర్ ని సప్లై చేస్తుంది. దానివల్ల మనకి సిస్టమ్ వోల్టేజ్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. దెన్ ద లైన్ అబ్జార్బ్స్ ద రియాక్టివ్ పవర్, దెన్ ద వోల్టేజ్ విల్ బి రెడ్యూస్డ్. ఓకే, then the voltage will be reduced. Okay, that is the one of the reason for reducing of that voltages. Next, the Ferranti effect describes the voltage gain towards the remote end of very lightly loaded. Okay, due to that the Ferranti effect, the voltage gain towards the remote end. Okay, therefore towards the remote end the voltage will be increased. Okay, it will be a very lightly loaded or the open end transmission lines. Okay, therefore normally the surge impedance is also called as the power transmitted. That means the PR is equal to VRL square by Z naught. PR is equal to the VRL square by Z naught, where VRL is the receiving end voltage, Z naught is the surge impedance, Z naught is the surge impedance. PR is called as the surge impedance loading. Okay, where PR is called as the surge impedance loading, okay, of the line. Okay, this is a common method for increasing the power limits of a heavily loaded. Okay, but there is a limit beyond which is neither economical nor practicably to increase the value of VR. Okay, to increase the value of that VR, we are having the some limits are there. To overcome that limits, we disrupt that continuity of the apply to the transmission line. Okay, for decreasing this surge impedance, use the shunt capacitors or a series capacitors. Okay, due to that surge impedance, that lines are to be disturbed. For that reason, we decrease that surge impedance by using that series capacitors and the shunt capacitors. Okay, by using that, we decrease the series capacitors and the shunt capacitors. We reduce the surge impedance loading. Okay, for loss free transmission line, that means the no power losses here are obtained. In that case, for loss free transmission line, Z naught is equal to the square root of L by C. Okay, Z naught is equal to the square root of L by C. Why? Because only we are considering the L and C values, means that in that loss free transmission line, the series resistance and the shunt conductance is negligible. Okay, that's why we are taking as Z naught is equal to square root of L by C. Okay, and the propagation constants that is equal to the gamma. Okay, therefore gamma is equal to the J omega root of L by C. Okay, then it is equal to the J beta, where beta is the phase shift which is determine the torque angle between the Vs and the Vr. Okay, thus the use of these shunt capacitors through the surge impedance is reduced, but the phase shift is increased due to the increases in the value of the C. Okay, by increasing that values of that C, the phase shift angle is reduced. Okay, this method is not used in the case of a long transmission lines where the system is to be stable. Okay, that's why that is the surge impedance loading. Okay, so what is meant by the surge impedance loading? It is defined as the load that can be delivered by the line. Okay, it is defined as the load. Surge impedance loading is also called as the natural load that can be delivered by the line. Okay, in that line, we are having the loss free transmission line. That means the negligible resistance is there or zero resistance is obtained. Okay, therefore the power transmitted PR is equal to the surge impedance loading. Okay, that is equal to VRL square by Z naught. Okay, PR is equal to the VRL square by Z naught. Okay, then PR is called as the surge impedance loading. VRL is square is the receiving end line voltage, and then Z naught is the surge impedance. Okay, this is a common method for increasing the power limits of heavily loaded long transmission lines. Okay, but there is a limit beyond which is neither economical nor practicable to increase the value of that VR. For decreasing surge impedance, use the shunt capacitors. Okay, the surge impedance is decreased by the Z naught is equal to the square root of L by C. Okay, while decreasing that surge impedance, we are increasing the capacitance value, or also we are decreasing the inductance value. Okay, therefore L కానీ C లో కానీ మనం ఏదైనా చేంజెస్ అనేవి తీసుకురాగలిగితేనే మనం సర్జ్ ఇంపెడెన్స్ అనేది రెడ్యూస్ చేయగలమమ్మ. ఎందుకు అంటే Z naught square is equal to the L by C. ఓకే, L గాని మనం రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి లేదా C ని గాని మనం ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయాలి. Z naught అనేది మనం రెడ్యూస్ చేసుకోవాలి అంటే. ఓకే, కాకపోతే ఏంటి అది రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి అంటే బట్ దెర్ ఈస్ ఎ లిమిట్ బియాండ్ విచ్ ఈస్ నెసెసరీ economically or practicably increasing the value of that VR for decreasing the surge impedance. Okay, therefore we increasing the value of that VR. Okay, surge impedance loading means the PR is equal to the VRL square by Z naught. While increasing that VRL, then we are increasing the surge impedance loading automatically. While decreasing that VR, then automatically PR value is also decreases. Therefore the surge impedance loading will be decreased when that when is decreases. Okay, therefore for loss free transmission line Z naught is equal to square root of L by C, and the propagation constants is there, that is the gamma. Gamma is equal to the j omega root L by C. Okay, that is equal to the beta. Okay, therefore omega root L by C is equal to the beta, where beta is called as the phase shifting angle. Okay, where beta is the phase shifting angle which determines that torque angle. Okay, by use of these series capacitors, the surge impedance Z naught and the phase shifting get reduces. Okay, by using that series capacitors, the surge impedance loading Z naught and the phase shifting gets reduced. Okay, this improves the system stability limits. Okay, this improves the system stability limits. Okay, these capacitors are also helpful increasing in the line drops and voltage variations. Okay, by use of these shunt capacitors, we are using the surge impedance is Z naught. Okay, by using that shunt capacitors, we reduce the surge impedance Z naught. Okay, by this method is not used in the case of a long transmission lines, especially where stability limits are present. Okay, especially we require the stability limits. That's why this type of loading, this type of shunt capacitance increasing method is not applicable in the case of a long transmission lines. Okay, it will be used only in the case of a medium and the short transmission lines. Okay, that is the surge impedance and the surge impedance loading. Okay, that is the surge impedance and the surge impedance loading of a లాస్ ఫ్రీ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ లైన్. ఓకే, ఈ డెరివేషన్ లో కొంచెం మిస్టేక్ ఉందమ్మా, అది మాత్రం చేంజ్ చేసుకోండి, మిగతా అంతా సేమ్. Okay, this is the surge impedance and the surge impedance loading of a long transmission line. Okay, surge impedance ని మనం ఏమంటున్నా క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఇంపెడెన్స్ అని కూడా అంటాము. లాస్ ఫ్రీ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ లైన్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు సర్జ్ ఇంపెడెన్స్ అనేది మనకి అప్టెండ్ అవుతుంది. ఆ లాస్ ఫ్రీ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ లైన్ లో రెసిస్టెన్స్, సిరీస్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ అండ్ షంట్ కండక్టెన్స్ అనేవి జీరో వాల్యూస్. ఓకే, అలా జీరో ఉండడం